Welcome to Bailey's of Bristol.
Well, 2008, a very important year for Bailey Caravans because it's our 60th anniversary. So 60 years ago, Martin Bailey built his first Bailey Caravan in his garage about 2 roads away from where we are. And he sold it to Ashton Gate Market, which is now home to Bristol City Football Club, for the princely sum of £500, which in those days was a lot of money. The year after, 1948, he started FG Bailey Limited, as it was then, with a friend, and Bailey Caravans began production. Initially, he chose to locate here in South Bristol. We're located just off the A38, which at the time was the main trunk road down to Devon and Cornwall, which is where everybody went on holiday at that time, so it seemed like a sensible place to build a caravan manufacturing plant. We moved to our current site here at South Liberty Lane in 1960, and we now occupy 8.5 acres. We've been fortunate throughout our history of to buy land adjacent to our existing site, and we've built up to our current site level. The last land purchase was in 2002. Since then, there's been no extra land available to us, so what we've looked to do is to use the land we've got more effectively, which has involved investing in new technology, particularly mechanisation of the production facility, in order to allow us to increase our production capacity to meet the ever-increasing demand for our products. We've got a very strong position in the market. We're the second largest manufacturer. We're certainly the largest single brand in the market. We've chosen to grow generically through promoting the single Bailey brand rather through acquisition of other companies, and that's seen us grow our production volume up to about 9,000 units a year now, which I say puts us number 2 in terms of manufacturing size. But having the single brand in the single production facility does give us a lot amount of control over the product and the product development, which particularly in the current economic climate has helped us respond to the changing nature of the market.
If you've seen one of our previous factory visits, this will be familiar. Bailey operate a just-in-time system, where they hold the minimum stocks required to build the vans, so there's no big warehouses full of costly materials and parts. And here we go. Elco chassis components walked into the assembly hall to be mated with the caravan base, which was machine cut and drilled on an automated system. In this factory, the system is very different from others we've seen. The production team are on salary without piecework incentives, but with an overall profit-sharing payment like everybody else on the staff. Organisation on the factory floor is different too. Bailey use a model taken from successful Japanese factories to form their production teams. So there are 6 men in a team reporting to their team leader. They're the men wearing the blue polo shirts. For every 6 team leaders there's a production manager, and for every 6 production managers there's a senior manager. Baileys say that combining this reporting system with a high level of training and cross-training works, and looking around the factory it certainly seems to. There aren't many wasted moments. If someone gets their task completed before the next chassis arrives, there's always something they can do to prepare for it. Bailey's production line philosophy is different too. This section of the line, after the chassis is turned right way up, only has 3 stations before the vehicle is transferred to a travelling line, where the vans are moved from station to station on a belt. But on this section, stations have underfloor hoists, so that the floor can be raised to a higher working level to minimise strain and ease assembly work.